right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep the action going with our 8th bout of the evening, scheduled in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Christian Lucas.
Here comes Christian Lucas, taking on an undefeated amateur tonight in a phenomenal amateur bout that we have coming up. He's 4-1 overall. All 4 of them have come by decision. And this guy absolutely loves the sport. He found it at a time when he needed to, and he said that this is exactly what he wants to do. You know, Christian Lucas is all in on MMA, and you can see that greatness in his fighting style. And with that fight time that he has, you know, 4 times, 5 times, going all to decision, that's a lot of cage experience. And going against a guy like Angel Gabriel, I think it'll pay dividends tonight. A top prospect, a hot name, you could say. We'll see if he's the guy to play spoiler tonight.
And his opponent out of the red corner, Angel Gabriel.
Comes Angel Gabriel, a 3-0 amateur fighter. He's been perfect so far. A relative newcomer to the Synergy FC cage, has started to make a name for himself as a dominant figure in the amateur rankings of Missouri or the Midwest in general. You know, coming off of a 2nd round finish in his last outing. He's got 2 finishes out of 3-0. He's built huge. It's a great fight.
Our Springfield Vapors and Cannabis tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. 3-0 Angel Gabriel out of Springfield, Missouri in Team Fusion versus Christian Lucas by way of El Cajon, California. 4-1. Looking to spoil the show of Angel Gabriel.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 8th bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man holds a record of 4 victories across 1 defeat. Representing CSC MMA by way of San Diego, California, Christian Lucas. And across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, this man holds a perfect record of 3 victories across 0 defeats. Representing Team Fusion by way of Chi-Town, Illinois, give it up for Angel Gabriel!
Christian Lucas and Angel Gabriel locking up here.
Yeah, sprinting to get underway.
Got Zach Cummings in his corner. There's that dominant strength that we see from Gabeiel time in and time out.
Will Grover in the corner of Angel Gabeiel on top, looking to grind it out here in round number 1.
He's such a physically imposing type of fight when you take on Angel Gabeiel. You know, ever since his amateur debut, you could tell that this guy's put in the work and he's been training hard, and that comes out in his fights. And right now he got the takedown. He's in a dominant position. We'll see how he chooses to work from this. But this was definitely the biggest test of his career, coming up against a 4-1 guy. As a 3-0 guy, the logical step up. Let's fight a guy that has more experience. So far, passing the test.
Yeah, doing a great job going from that butterfly guard to isolating one hook here. Looking to use this body lock to pass. Stepping into the half guard here.
And you can see Lucas trying to elevate Gabeiel potentially, but he's so heavy on top.
Yeah, look for Gabeiel to take the left arm and post on the knee and step over into the full mount.
If he can get that leg out, you know, he's working for a potential arm triangle right there, but so far he can't, but you can see he's trying to pass.
Back onto a hip here is Lucas. So he's trying to stay safe for the time being. Into the full side control is Angel Gonzalez. Or, I'm sorry, Angel Gabeiel.
Yeah, Christian Lucas trying to use that cage to potentially, but the strength of Angel Gabeiel is definitely tough. Where a lot of people could get out, you know, you can't against a guy like Angel Gabeiel. He's proving why he's 3-0 right now.
Yeah, just absolutely massive for the weight class. Christian Lucas found himself on bottom early and was not able to find a way out here in round number 1.
And I hate to say it, you know, there might be a lot of faux 3-0s out there, but I don't believe Angel Gabeiel is one of those guys.
No, great pressure there in round number 1. Really able to grind it out with ease. Working from the full guard to the half guard to the side control. Finish around there, and I would assume he goes back to the grappling early here in round number 2. Replay here. Angel Gabeiel in the side control. Landing some pot shots here as Christian Lucas looks to climb the cage, but it was to no avail. Angel Gabeiel up 1-0 going into round number 2 here.
A lot of fight left though if you're Christian Lucas. And he still has that chance to make a statement. Good low kick by Lucas. There's Gabeiel instantly in on the grappling. Gabeiel just corralling him against the cage. You could see it, and then ultimately gets the takedown.
Yeah, nice little ankle pick there. Ends up on top, chasing the wrist, and has Lucas flattened out.
Yep, he found it, and he found Lucas, is what I should say, and he's got him corralled.
Open guard here for Lucas.
As much as you could see the sporadic movement from Christian Lucas trying to be, you know, elusive and all that, you know, Angel Gabeiel tactical in his approach and ultimately got the takedown. He's working towards grabbing that wrist, improving his position as we speak. in controlling the fight.
Gabeiel doing a good job hanging on to that overhook. I'm sorry, Lucas doing a great job hanging on to that overhook here, not letting Gabeiel create any space.
Yeah, and Lucas tried to wall walk last time, you know, but right here in this position, his head up against the cage, the pressure of Angel Gabeiel, he's trying to stack that guard here a little bit, drops back down to a knee. Just so in control.
Good little pot shots there from Angel Gabeiel in the top position. You know, and if you're Christian Lucas, at some point you're going to have to go for broke, trying to get up to your feet. You know, in a position like this, you might have to take a few shots, but you got to create some sort of space, some sort of scramble, or else it's going to be a rinse and repeat of round number 2.
And there's beauty, you know, in this type of fight, because I'm sure that the crowd, the energy can get to some type of fighters where they're thinking, I got to go for the finish, I got to go for broke. But for a guy like Angel Gabeiel, he's going to do anything he can to win the fight. And that's what he's doing right now, dominating, you know, through 2 rounds and not getting overzealous, but just fighting a good fight. And that's something I really respect about Angel Gabeiel. And I see it come out in his fights. But yeah, great round from him.
Head coach Brad Montgomery imploring Angel Gabeiel to find some space to posture up and lay that ground and pound and maybe search for a finish here in round number 3. Zach Cummings in the corner tonight, though, of Christian Lucas. You know, really just trying to give him as much advice as possible to stop those takedowns from being the defining factor here in round number 3. You know, not eating a lot of damage, but Christian Lucas has to implore more offense if he wants to have a chance of coming out victorious here in round number 3.
Here we go, round 3. Gabeiel and Christian Lucas. Good right hand by Lucas to open up the round. Oh, no way! Christian Lucas, left hand, drops Gabeiel.
Stunned him for a moment, but Gabeiel in on the grappling right away, looking to get his bearings back. Christian Lucas has a good underhook. He's got to really shift that left hip or that right hip hard.
Oh my goodness.
Uses that to switch positions.
Wow, we're back to striking. What a moment in this fight. Is Gabeiel all the way back? We'll find out. Looks to be so far. Oh. Got its hands locked. It's going to take him for a ride.
Angel Gabeiel in on the double, spears Christian Lucas through the mat.
Wow, the way he collected himself after that big shot. He had to do it, and he did.
Christian Lucas has that underhook, but he's got to use it to wrestle up, or otherwise it's really just going to do him a disservice here.
Yep, 90 seconds left. It was definitely the first adversity that Angel Gabeiel's faced in his career, getting rocked like that, but seeing him respond to that adversity. He's back on top, trying to rain some ground and pound. Christian Lucas trying to get back up to his feet, find the shot.
Christian Lucas back in this butterfly full guard here. Has to go to an overhook here if he wants to have the ability to stand back up.
You see Lucas got to both knees. He's going to try to pop up here, but Gabeiel sticking behind him, ripping him back down.
Yeah, staying behind the shoulders for the moment. Has that right knee across the hip line. Might need to use that to come up on top here.
And you know how strong Gabeiel is. If he gets that other arm free, he could squeeze a lot. But Lucas doing a good job. Can he get back up? He just can't so far. And that's the 10 seconds left. That might be the story of the fight, but he did land that shot that brought doubt to the career of Angel Gabeiel. And there you go, all but official. Angel Gabeiel, excellent fight. Through 2 rounds, faced some adversity in round 3 like we mentioned. Here it is, that left hand sparked by Christian Lucas, but ended up being more of Angel Gabeiel right after.
Yeah, like that left hand sparked a fire under Angel Gabeiel to get himself into gear and close out round number 3 on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, our 8th bout of the evening goes to decision. Again, unanimous. Your winner out of the red corner, Angel Gabeiel.
Angel Gabeiel.
All right, fighter fans, go grab a drink, get some food. We're going to take one more intermission, and then we're going to be back with the pros, Muay Thai and MMA.
He confirms he's one of the best amateurs in the region, and I'm ready for this guy to fight a couple of the best.
Greatness at the highest level. These rising stars are looking to make a